Do you like survival games like Escape from Tarkov or DayZ? I mean, heck, maybe you even like Death Stranding. Like, you like a baby attached to your chest, or maybe you like a giant square backpack? Well, hey, what about this character? You like this style? What about this guy? You like this guy? Then Forever Winter might just be your cup of tea. Imagine a world in the distant future Los Angeles known as Lost Angels, where war is constantly ongoing, resources are sparse, and your survival is literally measured by the minute. This is your bleak reality of being a scavenger in the Forever Winter. In this setting, powerful armies are sending waves of mechs, tanks, and cyborgs into desolate, destroyed cities to fight over resources. You just so happen to be caught between these powers, taking what scraps you can, fighting for a chance of survival and hope. This isn't like some Escape from Tarkov, you're gonna be some juiced PMC operator. No, you start as an old man. Yeah, that's right, an old man. It looks like this. You start the game with literally nothing but just a few simple weapons and rigs, and very limited medical resources, and running dangerously low on a precious resource, water. Your main objective in this game is to take calculated trips into the battlefields that are ongoing and collect resources and complete tasks in whichever manner that you so please. And yes, I did say that the battles are still active. During your trips into Lost Angels, you'll witness firsthand a world that is still fighting intensely around you. So be quick, be unseen, and you'll come out just fine. Alright, so let's start with your base, the Innards. The Innards is deep within nooks and crannies of ruins and is a safe haven for citizens and people looking for hope. Here, you deliver water in hope of attracting more people to your settlement and be able to provide for them. But be wary, the timer for having water is ongoing all the time, even if you're not playing. So that means if you haven't been playing for 2 weeks and you haven't delivered any water, you will come back to an empty base, lost trader reputation, and an empty stash. But before you take your leaps out into the battlefield, let's take a minute to look around your base, look at different traders, explore your stash, and maybe even recruit a few people to help you during your missions. This area of the Innards is very similar to your hideout in Escape from Tarkov. Over time, when you complete more quests and gain more resources, you're able to increase your reputation and get access to better items, even make workbenches to make your own items instead of scavenging for them. While this is similar to other extraction shooters, the Forever Winter progresses skills and characters very differently. While Tarkov and DayZ are fairly neutral when it comes to selecting a character or a faction, you can instead choose characters that hold different experience levels and even specialize in different play styles, so you can get closer to how you want to play. An example could maybe be if you like to get in and out as fast as possible, the Scav Girl is probably a better choice for you. Although her health pool is much smaller compared to the other characters, you have a much larger loot detection radius and your speed is significantly faster. And once you use this character a lot, you might want to dump XP into this character where you can get upgrades and make your SMG handling better, or that you can even hold different rigs so that way you're allowed to hold more items in raid. Now that you're comfortable with the Innards, let's get you prepared for an actual raid. Games like this can be pretty complex to remember all the little pieces that you need in order to be effective in a raid, but Forever Winter keeps it very, very simple, and here's a short-handed list to help you memorize everything that you need. A couple of weapons, a rig, ammo, medical supplies, and recruits if you need them. That is optional. You will always be provided with 2 starter weapons, the first being an AK and the second being a shotgun. You can't drop these weapons outright, which is a little goofy, but these weapons will always be here for you. So in much more hardcore games like Tarkov or Hunt Showdown, where you lose your weapons completely, the Forever Winter is very forgiving, and you will always have these weapons even if you die. But when you come across more powerful weapons, or if you need to swap something out, you can swap it, you just can't drop it. This is great for newer players, just because if you're new to extraction shooters, or if you're new to this genre of game, you have the capability of losing everything. But the Forever Winter is very forgiving, and this might change in the future, but you will always have these weapons. So it doesn't matter how many times you die, you'll keep these weapons on you. Another great feature about this game is the customization for the weapons. You can customize weapons very easily with the customization button, and no, you don't have to drag and drop every piece onto your weapon. You can simply purchase or find the parts, and if it works with your weapon, it will show up in the list, and all you have to do is select the attachment. Really fast customization, which is superb. A really big gripe that I have with games like Escape from Tarkov is that sometimes it can take a really long time to sit there and make a whole kit. And this is really, really nice because, customization is easy, but you also have the presets there too. Just hit a little button and it'll load up everything. So something a little different compared to Tarkov though is that you don't need to drag in all of your magazines, and you don't have to make sure that they're in the right spots to make sure that you're reloading. All you have to do is just drag in stacks of ammo, but you do have to make sure that those stacks of ammo are coordinated with your weapon. Take for instance, if you're using the starter AK, you have to drag 545 ammo into your rig. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to use that ammo. But luckily, you don't have to worry about purchasing magazines or loading bullets into mags. It keeps things very streamlined. There are a few different types of medical supplies out there, and often it just varies on how much they heal or how instantaneous versus healing over time. You just have to figure out which type of medical gear that you like to use. Some people like the instantaneous, and some people like to get heals over time. So it's up to you about how you play and which type of medical supplies that you want to bring. Additionally, once you kit out your character, you also have the option of hiring some recruits to help you on your mission. These recruits can be used to hold extra gear if you're limited on space or weight within your rig, but these AI buddies will make traveling with heavier loads much, much easier. Some aren't even human. If you want to run something like much more pacifist runs, you can use a robotic mule spider to lug around items for you. The nice thing about this game that's a little bit different compared to Tarkov or Hunt is that when you select an area to scavenge or you select your map, you also get to select your insert point as well. Let's say there's a quest, it's really, you're kind of looking in this area. You can select a closer spawn to that area to put you in a more advantageous position. So you select your entry point, you're readied up, geared up, good to go, and now you're in. Welcome to the battlefield.
Other guys, oh shit!
In most other games, generally speaking, you are the person that is guiding the action and setting the tone and controlling the pace. While here, you are actually a part of the opposite. You are not the main character. Fighting here isn't against you necessarily, but can still affect you. The enemies here are indeed a part of factions and will fight each other regularly, varying in size and power across the map. You may encounter drones, soldiers, mechs, tanks, helicopters, airships, or cyborgs, just to name a few. Choose your moments of running and fighting carefully. If you are caught in a fight between a tank and a mech, it's probably in your best interest to not engage and to use this as a distraction to run away or to maybe hide. Now, on the other hand, let's say you get into a fight between a few drones and a group of soldiers. If there's only a couple stragglers left, you may intervene and use this as an opportune moment to collect all of the loot from the fight that was happening. Although equipment and loot are going to be on the enemies always, you don't need to fight. If you want to find loot more passively, you can look in stashes and crates in the buildings and in their surrounding areas. Once you collected enough loot and you're filled up, it's time to head to extraction. At the top of your screen, you'll see a few square symbols. These are your extraction locations. Proceed towards these markers, and if you do see an extract with a stopwatch, these are timed extractions that require you to hold out and survive before you can take an extraction. These may prove to be beneficial if you cannot make a normal extract due to it being overcrowded or covered by bigger mechs. Once you extract, you may take your items and return them to your stash to either be used or sold to vendors for more credits to purchase more supplies. At the same time, you would want to turn in your quest items or report back to finish any quest objectives to receive your rewards. Oh, also, did I mention that all of this is co-op? Yes, you and up to 3 other players for a total lobby of 4 can be helping each other earn these quests or help each other during fights. So let's get into my personal opinions on the game. I think that the Forever Winter is dripping with personality and soul and very, very clear art direction. It seems like since the beginning, they knew exactly where they were going. I think its pitfall really is the core mechanics, right? Just moving, not getting stuck in certain areas, making gunplay feel really, really good. These are kind of the things that I think that they should be kind of focusing on. Another big thing that they could improve is having more long-term goals. A lot of the quests right now are just grab this one item, turn it in, kill these 3 people, come back. I think with games like Escape from Tarkov, there's a lot more kind of lore, or there's a lot more to it. You know, you go to this area because it's a 4-part quest and you're helping therapists do this one particular thing. There are a few quests that I've noticed that they try to mimic like that, but I think that having much more difficult challenges within the game, right? Like Escape from Tarkov, if we're talking about, you know, getting tracksuit or having customizations like that, small little trophies that prove that you're a hardcore player, things like that, I think could expand the life of this game. But for right now, the gameplay loop does feel very short. And I think that it's hard because you have to invest a lot of time into these games to really become, you know, an expert at it. So if you are somebody that doesn't really feel acclimated to playing Escape from Tarkov because it's so damn difficult, this could be a good stepping stone because it's very, very easy, but it still shares all the same mechanics as Tarkov. Now, fingers crossed that this game does not fall flat on its face in a few months and the player base dies out. I've noticed that with a lot of these, you know, extraction style games, it's that they don't last because they don't have long-term plans, you know, for the game. I think the thing that keeps Tarkov alive is that, one, they're constantly outputting content for it, but also it's just foundationally the game feels nice when you shoot or you get a kill and you've got, you know, this player to, you know, PvP component to it. The thing that this doesn't have, there is no PvP. You are going up against PvE people. Is there going to be a consistent flow of content coming to this game? I think that, you know, the hope is that they'll increase the loot pools, maybe add some alternative modes or more maps, that they'll get more of the story component in there. I think that for a game, though, that is self-published and self-developed, especially at a $27 price point, I mean, that is incredible compared to the standard edition of Tarkov, which starts at $50. So overall, I would say if you are somebody who likes the extraction style shooters, maybe you like more of the PvE style of Tarkov and you want something that is kind of dripping with this, you know, future cyber, you know, apocalyptic feel, this game is definitely in the right alley for you.
Still alive.
Oh, there's a mech over there.
Ooh, that's it. I think you tagged the right one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my view distance is like... Oh, there it is. I can see it. Yeah, get over here, brother.
It doesn't render properly at distance, apparently.
Yeah. Looks like there's like a small crew or something next to him.
Yeah, there usually is.
See, are they going up against anybody?
No, not yet. They're not gonna get, like, fight anybody until, like, this first bunker. There's also a tank over there. I don't know if they fight tanks or not.
God, you look crazy with that fucking 50 cal, bro. A little old guy with the 50. Look insane, bro. The thing's fucking the size of you.
I'm big and thick.
Dude, look how slow this mech moves, dude.
Yes, contact. I think we got to be quick when it actually blows up to go and get the lady.
Or just like clear out the squad so she doesn't die. Is that like what it is?
No, because she's gonna die by the fire. Like the whole mech is on fire, so.
Got some Ruskin officers next to us.
The tank blowing up.
Oh
them
shit, they're
too.
coming towards us. Careful, careful.
It blew up.
Oh shit. Oh, another mech on your left.
Enemy contact. Not sure where.
Oh. Oh. What's happening? Oh, I got him.
You
I have a
got
whole
him?
fucking pilot on me. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking bounce.
Oh, we gotta get you out of here, brother.
Yeah, but wait for this other one to blow up.
You want me to wait with you?
No, get out, because that's a pain in the ass.
Oh, damn, dude. I'm saving you, brother. Can you imagine just being waddled around like on the back of this person's backpack, bro? Oh, don't shoot at me, don't shoot at me, don't shoot at me. Yes. Good, we're good, we're good.
Where's this pilot at, bro? Was it on the mech?
It said loot pilot. It was on the ground. I was like taking damage from that fire, so I had to do it like fast.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But that's it. Thank you guys so very much. I appreciate it, you know, taking your time to check this video out, to check me out. Hopefully you guys like the content. I know that I definitely like the Forever Winter, and I'm going to be keeping up with this game for quite a bit. And fingers crossed, it's something that you guys like to see as well. If you do like this video, or if you do like this type of content, make sure to subscribe, let me know, and give this video a like. And I'll see you in the next one, guys.